when people have faith in their character, right? Like, my character isn't bad. I'm going to play him, and I'm going to prove that he's good.
Well, to be fair, he is really good.
Yep, he is
He's really good.
What about the other character in the game?
Also
Young Link.
really good.
You're good, man. Okay, so AAA immediately starting off with the momentum, covering a lot of space with the boomerang. I like when younglings actually throw the boomerang in the ground to cover aerial approaches.
Why not just throw it up? That's what I like to do.
Exactly, and just throw it up.
Yeah.
Pick a palm, throw it up. So Azrael getting momentum with the down tilt. That's such a good wave punisher.
Okay, he's got AAA at the ledge. And he keeps him at least in the jaw. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, you see that a lot with Clouds these days now. Their limit is limited to 15 seconds.
Yep.
After a couple, they just throw Blade Beam, because why not? You know,
that changes dynamics a lot with the matchup against Cloud specifically. Because, you know, if you're afraid of limit, just camp for 15 seconds and hope that he doesn't hit you with it.
Yeah, and that's also why Azrael just, and Clouds in general are going to be throwing a whole lot more limit Blade Beams.
That move definitely didn't get any nerves. The back air still strong, gets the kill.
Yeah.
AAA not capable of recovering right there. A little bit too short.
Although I think the matchup, you know, it should be fine for Young Link. Should be fine, honestly.
Gets the bomb, covering a lot of space right there. Gets the forward out of the boomerang. Almost killing.
Yeah, but he's Young Link, you know. He doesn't have that old man power.
Exactly. He's still young, man. He doesn't have any life experience yet.
He's got to be drinking a little more milk.
Yep.
Oh! Yeah, but that's going to do it. For a second there, I thought Cloud lived. So weird that on the radar when they get a star KO, you know, you still see him.
Puts the sword in the face, kills Azrael right there. Azrael getting the back air, gets the momentum with the up air right there. 52% on AAA right there. Landing with the bomb, very smart, knowing that Azrael will put out the hitbox and covering that with his bomb. Lands on the platform. Azrael backing off to charge the limit. First hit a force smash, not following it up with anything. And right now we see that Azrael is trying to play it patient, doesn't want to overcommit too much, want to get that limit, but...
Yeah, so that's kind of nice, you know, for AAA, because that gives him the time to set up these projectiles as well, and it's working wonders for him.
Yeah, and I like that Young Link is actually able to just get a follow-up out of all of his projectiles, so you just don't want to get hit by stuff whenever you're at like 100%. The boomerang to the floor there, almost killing again. Azrael living with the good DI right there.
Limit online though, and we know Azrael loves to go over those finishing touches. Let's see what he gets!
Oh my god!
Just as I mentioned it.
With this guy, you never know, man. He just uses that all the time, and I don't know how he does it, but he connects it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the surprise factor, you know, is a little bit limited in this game because
limited.
yeah, because he can't hold on to it for the movement buffs, and like most Clouds used to do. So you know, it might be coming at the very least.
Yeah, exactly. And I really like how AAA took that stock with a great edge guard right there.
Yeah, that's how you do it, man. You got to go for those in this game.
Oh yeah, you throw stuff. I can throw stuff too, man. I'm gonna give you the blade beam. Gets a down air landing. Now he's spacing the background shield and puts a lot of pressure on AAA by just spacing those aerials. Gets the grab, knowing that AAA wants shield. Ledge pressure by Azrael. Is he going to get something out of it? Tries to get the cross slash, but AAA aware, avoiding that.
I appreciate the effort though. And yep, you know, that finishing touch that really brought the momentum back for Azrael. Even though he got killed immediately after. Just look at the percent difference. Oh!
Barely missing a ledge. And
yeah, I was assuming the bomb would help him recover, but I guess he drew it a little bit too late.
It wasn't enough. So the first game will go to Azrael. What I really like is how he was able to counter approaches from AAA with, for example, grabs or tilts or dash attack with the back air so well, covering so much space. That move, it's such a good counter to approaches without shield, you know. And even if you shield, it's still save on block.
That's definitely true. It's, you know, you really can't expect to punish people out of shield just like that anymore.
No, it's a huge difference. So, especially grabs out of shield, which were actually staple in prior games, Brawl and Smash 4 specifically. Grab out of shield was such a strong option, and in this game it has received a heavy nerf.
Yeah, so not only grab ranges in general, but you got that extra 4 frames of startup lag.
Yep.
And of course Young Link is the tether character, so he probably wasn't even thinking about it to begin with.
No, exactly. He's just like, I need to get a move out of shield. In that aspect, I feel like tether grabs had I have some of kind of a favor because players are used to not grabbing out a shield, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I never did it to begin with, so.
Yeah, exactly. Covers that jump right there with the boomerang, throwing it on the ground to let it go up.
I think this is a slightly odd stage choice. I mean, Cloud loves the platforms, you know, he covers them really well. Young Link, man, I don't know, maybe he just likes moving around.
I mean, I've seen Semi like 2 weeks ago, and that guy was able to cover those platforms pretty well. So I have faith in AAA right here. Gets the cross slash, the momentum still for Azrael. Tries to get the edge guard right there, but AAA getting past it fairly well. Again, covering the platform with the boomerang, hitting, getting the damage, and the difference in percent is not that huge right now. Again, covering the platform with the boomerang. Such a strong option.
You see how comfortable Azrael is from just jumping around over these platforms. So, you know, trained in this particular type of movement due to his time of limit camping in Smash 4.
Gets the forward tilt right there. AAA trying to get center stage, but Azrael not letting him to get it. I like how he's just guarding that center stage with very much confidence, not overextending, just waiting for his chance to get that hit.
AAA, on the other hand, just throw it out that spin attack, you know.
Gotta spin it to win it, man.
Yeah, hoping to cover the normal getup, just not happening.
Cross slash on the normal getup. I mean, that didn't quite work out for him there, but, you know, was a nice try. Gets the backer. He knew that AAA was backed off in a position where he wanted to get him off, so he knew that there was something coming, and he just backered him for it. Great kill right there.
A spin attack actually works, and there's the up air.
Spinning to win it.
No kill though. Young Link is a little bit lacking in power. Let's see if the down air is enough. Yes, it is. Ballsy move, very risky.
Pogo stick in the face, man.
Yeah,
got it there.
The El Clasico.
El Clasico.
Casual melee time, you know. Pick Link, just do down air.
Exactly. The down air out of shield, man. That's the real deal.
Yeah, from back when I was in elementary school.
Down air out of shield, man. That's the solution.
So even stocks for both players. AAA looking a little bit less healthy.
Yeah, it is 44% on AAA right there, but Azrael has 36 on him as well, so it's fairly close. Azrael with the movement move right there, gets the cross slash, doesn't quite kill, but deals a lot of percent. Azrael with a favorable lead right there, using the bomb not to recover too soon, making it a bit less predictable when he's going to recover, because otherwise he would have probably gotten that sword in the face, you know?
Yeah. So of course what you want to avoid.
Exactly, yeah. You don't want to die to a cloud, whatever aerial he's throwing.
Yeah, and there was a boomerang to 4 there. I know it's a combo on close range, but I don't know how these Link keeps connecting, you know, these boomerangs at such a short range, you know. I wouldn't think to use it right there. I never get it.
AAA keeps covering the platforms very well, being aware that Azrael wants to approach him on the platforms, not on a grounded area, because, well, then you have to, like, 3 projectiles to deal with.
And now he's actually taking the lead. Is that going to be an edge guard?
Ooh.
No, it's not. He was late within there. Azrael did not want to go 1-for-1 right there.
No, he was like, you know, I'm keeping my stock.
Yeah, there it is, there it is.
Gets the edge guard, will get the stock.
You got to be very careful about that. You really need to properly space it, that almost nothing of you gets above the ledge.
Yep, it's very hard to actually do, but as you see right now, Azrael having an easier time getting stage control because his percentage is just a lot lower, you know, so. Yeah. Gets the grab on the regular getup, baiting that out very well.
And the dash attack's gonna do it. Now he only has 10 seconds remaining to use his limit. A lot of those are gonna get wasted up by invincibility. So yes, there it is. Just throws the blade beam, because you know what else are you gonna do? Might as well try
I mean,
to
if he
this.
jumps and he falls for it, you know, it could have happened.
Could have happened.
So Azrael getting the down air, 2 cross slash. That's 40% right there, 2 hits.
Oh.
So much damage from Azrael coming out right there.
Yeah, the double up air, as we know from Smash 4. It might not have this ridiculous landing hitbox anymore, but when it comes to juggling, it is still a top tier move.
Exactly, and with the damaging moves that Cloud already has, gets the confirms right there. And now AAA is covering pretty much the entire stage with either a bomb himself or a boomerang. So very hard for Azrael to land, but he's taking his time, being patient, getting back the momentum. And AAA kind of doing the same thing, not overextending, waiting for his chance to get back to center stage. Azrael wants to go for that limit to add that extra pressure and movement to himself. The backer to jump, to read the jump right there. And right now we see that both characters don't want to approach each other. Azrael doesn't want to take a ton of damage, but at the same time AAA has to be careful. 91% can get you killed.
Oh, close range boomerang this time, not combo in. finding Cloud off stage. It's going to be his opportunity. Does he? Yes, he makes him use the limit as Azrael had the threat in the back air to make sure he wasn't eating another edge guard. And out of stage without limit. Let's see what he can do with it.
And Azrael backed up in the corner, wants to approach very carefully because you don't want to get hit by the projectiles at 100%. Tries to get the forward smash read,
Yeah. Oh wow,
doesn't
that's not
die
a kill.
to down smash. What?
That's amazing. What? And he just jumps off and dies. Okay, I guess.
Interesting option, I guess. Azrael probably not expecting him to live, or he didn't buffer a jump correctly or something. It must have been a weird situation where
Big
Azrael,
mistake either way.
exactly, where Azrael unfortunately kills himself, ending game 2 with a 1-1 stance. So this is best of 3, so...
And he was looking so tight in game 1 too, you know, so man, I don't know what AAA is doing, but he's got something cooking inside the
got
old
his
head.
strong adaptations. I think he got his milk in between the games, man.
Yeah, man, he got the milk. The milk with the brain
He
power.
got the healthy foods and stuff. He's like, I need to grow now. I need to become stronger.
Oh, yeah. I suppose milk's still healthy.
Yeah.
Everything's not healthy anymore nowadays, man.
Staying healthy at a Smash tournament is actually the hardest thing ever.
Right. I just don't even bother.
I have never actually achieved anything close to it, so...
As long as I maintain human form, I'm pretty happy.
Maybe someone should write a guide about how to be healthy when attending a tournament, you know? I don't know how to do it.
You eat your little healthy sandwich outside in the rain because no food allowed in the venue except that big old fries.
Yeah, and then, you want a drink? I'll take a Coke or something, you know?
Yeah.
Soda and anything. But with a 1-1, what do you think Game 3 will bring us?
I think someone's going to pull it back and pull out the victory.
You think so?
Yeah, I really do.
So I think it will actually be did you see what stage they actually picked? Because I missed it, honestly.
I always forget to look, you know. But apparently it's Town and City, which is supposed to have really big blast zones. But I'm not so sure of that anymore after today.
I mean, both characters will be killing later, and I think having a range for both characters is not actually a bad thing. So, interesting pick. Maybe he just feels comfortable right here, and he obviously has that platforms that allow him to go for limit.
Yeah,
if
you have good projectiles, I feel like a wide stage is almost always good for you. And if you're playing against a matchup where games are very much a possibility, wider blast zones are always good for you as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is a very good stage for Youngling, but at the same time, it's actually a pretty good stage for Cloud too. So,
yeah,
interesting counter pick by Azrael right here. Gets the backer immediately. A lot of pressure on AAA shield right there. Down tilt to punish the high recoveries. So much pressure. You have to stay in shield because if you get out of it too early, you're getting punished. And honestly, Cloud's trap doesn't have the biggest reward either.
No, he really doesn't. But you know, oh yeah. That was a sick tomahawk blade beam with the limit. And he is just in so much control right now. Azrael really hasn't been in the pickle this entire game. Maybe that will change now. No, AAA runs way too far to try and block him from getting back to center stage.
Yeah, tries to get the down tilt right there, but AAA a bit too far away to hit that. Right now we see AAA doesn't want to get hit by that back air, so I like how Azrael is forcing him into shield with his aerials to not get hit by something beefy, you know? Great coverage from that air space right there.
Fully charged arrow. Okay, that's something. Seems like the second stock is going much better for AAA.
Yeah, but still, the disadvantage is there for AAA. Azrael with a stock lead, and he's just playing it patient. Doesn't want to die, and all the percentage that he adds right now is going to be a huge lead for him. Doesn't quite get the down air kill. Ooh, that was scary on the platform, covering the platform.
Okay, be wary of a blade beam. There it is. There it is. You can't just do your projectile things at range when he has limit. Because of the nature of limit, like I said before, man, they are just gonna throw it because they get nothing better to do with it.
Yeah, exactly. They have to throw it because otherwise they'll lose that 50 seconds. Ooh, the platform was going away, but
slowly
but surely. Oh, gets the bomb on the ledge against Azrael. Tries to get the rush slash, doesn't quite get it. But right now, so much control for Azrael right here, having a complete stock, and that's the commentator's curse.
Yeah, as AAA takes a stock with the sweet back air, and only just in time I saw Azrael wind up for a big forward air like that. Yep, let's see if we can get the edge guard. Doesn't even go for it, he just wants the limit.
He just wants the limit. Ooh, tries to get the backer right there, but AAA getting out of that narrow situation.
180.
Azrael still with the stage control. AAA looking how to get that back. Throws the bomb at Azrael and he's just catching it, you know, I'll just blow myself up. The forward air reads the boomerang or at least one of the projectiles and punishes it immediately with that kill.
Yeah, with projectiles, you know, it's kind of hard to play against these characters with great air mobility that can just hop over and instantly punish you.
That landing read. Azrael landing in front of AAA and he immediately gets punished for it. That was an interesting option.
Yeah, the up tilt is actually fantastic for covering platforms in this game. Well, it was so in the last game too, but it's still fantastic.
Yeah, I actually feel like the up tilt for Cloud has more range than it did in 4, but I'm not
It might. It
completely
actually
sure.
might. I feel like he crunches down less.
Yeah, he might actually do that, yeah. Both players trying to play around each other. Azrael with a lot of percent, and if he loses his stock now without doing a lot more damage, then this game is actually fairly even. Ooh, gets the down air! Great read by AAA. He knew that Azrael was coming up with that up air to try to juggle him, but he was ready for it.
Yeah, so it does look like that second stock went a million times better than the first, as well, the first was not a 0 to death, you know. Azrael was definitely at very low percent when he took that first stock, and now the final stock, it's actually, you know, I won't say even anymore because Azrael's been getting a ton of hits, but it's actually close enough where you could see the comeback happen.
So much shield pressure, and that's where the drop is, and he will take. Was that a poke?
I
shield
think
drop?
I think it was a poke.
Yeah, probably was a shield poke, but so much pressure the entire set from Azrael on AAA shield. He just